Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of... Good morning, Mr. Reviel. Or should I say good afternoon? Must have been a tiring day yesterday, wasn't it? Mom is preparing lunch right now. So while she's at it, why don't you head to the village chief's house first? Village chief's house? What for? Oh, this morning after telling the village chief all about what you did yesterday, he told me to tell you to meet him directly so that he can express his thanks to you. Mr. Reviel, you've become somewhat of a hero in this village now. You should be proud of yourself. Hero? What kind of joke is that? Reviel, please wait for a while, okay? Our lunch will be ready soon. Alrighty. Still missed the preparations. How about coming by again this later? Okay. First thing first, we're gonna go to this house. Reviel, thank you so much. Please take this. It may not be a lot, but it's my sincerest thanks to you. Hexagram crest. You've truly been a great help. Thank you from my bottom of my heart. It is fine now. Thank you so much for all your help. Traveler, right? Please take this. It'll sure be of use to you. On shell counter information. Hideous and being soundly. You've learned a new formation. Which will be handy. Also want to summon a familiar. I'm gonna give power again and summon. Also want to do a formation now that we can. Freeform is probably the best I can hope for at the moment. Front member acts as decoy. Magic defense is sacrificed, however, of all parties. Damage is increased because... And this is more damage is split. Damage is split is a whole lot better than that. Okay. Village chief is waiting for you upstairs. Please go ahead. Oh, you must be Reviel. You look a lot younger than I thought. My apologies. Jeez, Luna was just praising your knowledge and the sword skills to the skies. So much that I thought you would be a swordsman aged between 30 and 40. Please take these. After all, not only did you save Midia, but you also saved many of the villagers by defeating the vampire. No, don't be shy. Turn and toughness. So, Reviel, how long do you plan to stay in this village? I haven't really made any plans yet. I see. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. We villagers welcome you with all our hearts. Oh, there is just one more thing. With regard to Orphu, well, as a fortune teller, he appears to have much interest in you. Kenzie would like to speak with you no matter what. Will you be willing to speak with him? Of course, as I understand, you probably have your own matters to attend to, but you do not need to look for him immediately. Orphu usually hangs around the bar, so feel free to speak with him when you have the time. Now done. Just how misunderstood am I? Get out of the way. Can't you see him sweeping? Please forgive the young maid for her rudeness. She's not good at talking to people after all. If only she would be more sociable. Certainly is a good place to relax. So I suppose it's good to take it easy once in a while. Oh, are you a traveler? You're Reviel, right? Nice meeting you. I'm Orphan. I'm fortune teller. What business do you have with me? My apologies. It isn't really anything important. Just that due to perhaps my occupation as a fortune teller, I've become a little sensitive to the atmosphere. You can feel a tense aura too, right? Could be the aura of a vampire. No, that's not it. Sense aura is so extreme that it can't be on the same level as a vampire's aura. You. Why is this tense aura here in this small village? Never mind the depths of this forest. This is unbelievable, even though it's the truth. That's why I'm wondering if you can help to protect this village. Of course, I'm not asking you to do this for free. I'll pay you the reward in advance. Here you go. Lacrima and the Book of 5 Rings. As you can see, one of the items is a rare lacrima. It's able to store various memories. As for the book, it would be good to read it if you wish to reset all that you've learned. These 2 items are bound to be of use to you in your journey, so feel free to use them when you need to. In this game, you are unable to save your progress normally in all dungeons except Chaos's territory. Only by using the lacrima will you be able to save your progress in dungeons. The lacrima can be used at most 3 times. However, the blue crystal outside the inn can restore the lacrima to normal, allowing you to use it again 3 times. It'd be especially good to use the lacrima when you obtain a rare item or facing a boss. Also, you can use the Book of 5 Rings to reset your skills in case you learn the wrong set of skills you wish to learn as a new set. Oh yes, one more thing. 3 adventurers currently stay here. One is a mage with a blue hat seated right there. There's a swordsman walking around just outside here. And the third is a warrior who's at a weapon and armor shop. It would help to try asking them anything you're unsure of. With that, I leave the rest to you. I don't expect you to play tough, though. Just be your natural self. I'm counting on you. Lacrima! Very necessary item. Being able to reset your skills. I've never done that, but it definitely would be helpful if you learned a specific... Well, I don't know if I have any weapons and armors that match up to your standard, but come and have a look at them. Okay, 661 mil, so I can afford a few things here. Firstly, I'm going to want one weapon that is high in crit, and I'm gonna need one that's strong on magic. So I'm gonna need a Shashka. And also there's ones that are kind of in between, like the Spada. But I want the Shashka and the Katar if I can buy them both. Okay, up that. And then we're gonna sell the longsword. And I do not believe that is enough. Nope. Well, I could probably sell a healing item, since I don't really need yellow potions, to be perfectly honest with you. Not right now, so I can just buy this, and we'll be pretty set for the next area. Okay. Let's save what we just did. You can ask these guys for any help on things that you don't know about the game. Okay, let me just check something really quick. Because of the heat, I am not too alert, I guess you could say. Okay. Well, I do believe I'm gonna have to hold on for a second. Alright. I'm gonna be editing the next few episodes because of issues. My voice is pretty shot. I'm glad to see that you enjoyed the lunch I prepared. Mom, I'll now be going with Mr. Roche to the usual place. Oh, it's your training day today, right? See you later then. Be careful not to injure yourself. Yes, I get it. Don't worry. Mr. Reviel, I have something to do today and won't be able to be with you this afternoon. That being said, what do you plan to do today? The Heavenly Ground. Eh? I'm looking for the Heavenly Ground. I've heard it is in this vicinity. So do you have an idea of where it is? The Heavenly Ground? I'm sorry, but what is that place? Luna, have you forgotten what your dad does for a living? Well, isn't Dad a gravekeeper? What does that have to do with the Heavenly Ground, anyway? Yes, he's a gravekeeper, but that's beside the point. More importantly, have you forgotten that he's a protector of the Heavenly Ground? You're right. Now that I think about it, there isn't indeed a place called the Heavenly Ground at the Hill of the Cross. Well, not to mention the Hill of the Cross is the place you've been going to for training. Are you already starting to become senile? Mom, it's not that severe. I just forgot. It's called the Heavenly Ground, that's all. Is it nearby? Yes, I'll be going to the Hill of the Cross where the Heavenly Ground is. So would you like me to bring you there? Yeah, that would be good. Alright, please wait while I get my things. Okay, done, let's go! Luna, is Reviel coming along with us? Yes, Mr. Reviel wants to go to the Hill of Cross as well, so I'm bringing him there. I see, lead the way then. Leading the way. It's very far away. Hill of the Cross. What's wrong, Mr. Reviel? Yes, it all makes sense now that I've come here. Thanks for bringing me here. Mr. Reviel! Is it okay if we follow you? Do whatever you want. Mr. Reviel is just blunt nature. He certainly doesn't mean any harm. Haha, it's all good. In any case, he's fine with us following him, so why not? I suppose you're right. He's already gone far ahead of us. Go away faster and coding price that I already turned you down. Drat. It's really quite a shame that this is happening. Mr. Reviel, what are you doing? The world is full of mana. This feeling, don't tell me. What? Mana changes constantly. Mana is resonating with him. Impressive. A barrier is but a strain on mana. This well. Huh? Don't look away from him. Yes. The spectacle, the feel of mana in his breathing. Luna, make sure everything here is engraved in your mind, heart and soul. One day you will no doubt realize your true potential. One can decipher that strain of using the rich mana of the Heavenly Ground. It is the most effective way for detecting barriers. I have received permission from the village chief. Please allow me through. Alright, sorry for the delay. At any rate, the village's chief's intention is not for anyone to disturb them. No, it is I who should apologize, for I can very much empathize with your feelings. I have my job to do as well, so please understand. This is just cruel. It's beyond imagination. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Oh, why are there still victims? Didn't I hear that the vampire was already taken down by you and Reviel last night? There are mainly two possible reasons for this. One reason is what was feared to be a secondary infection. After a vampire sucks the blood of his victim, resulting in his dark mana entering the victim's body, there's a chance that his dark mana will turn the victim into a vampire. That's about the only way for a vampire to come into existence. Even the vampire who intruded this village last night was born that way. I see. And what about the other reason? There could very well be a peculiarity. There's probably more than meets the eye. At any rate, the sight of this isn't frightening for a warrior like me. What's the matter? This lady. Strange. What do you mean? Why is this lady the only one without a bite wound? Sorry, this lady isn't a victim. She only recently passed away. As she had no relatives, we planned to bury her along with these victims. I see. Still strange, though. There's something fishy about this. Perhaps I should check on it. Oh, why did you... My apologies, there's something I need to check. Giving her your blood to drink? Why? As I thought. Please tell me all that you know about this lady. She's Sienna Taylor, age 22. She was a former traveler who lived by herself in the outskirts of this village. And she mainly hunted animals for a living. She was supposed to meet Gordon, an employee of the supply shop here, to pass fur to him, but she did not show up. Given the recent chaos caused by vampires, several villagers feared that she may have countered a vampire. So they went in search of her before eventually discovering her dead later that evening, in a distant mountain hut, presumed to be her home. The estimated time of death is yesterday at midnight. And the cause of death is unknown. She doesn't appear to have any external injuries. I see. As I thought, this lady couldn't have died any other way. She died as a result of a vampire sucking her blood. But how could that be? I just know it. No tricks, not even genius ones, can fool me. And it wasn't just an unnatural death. The vampire in question is at least mid-class. Vampires can't enter a home unless uninvited. That being said, it's simply impossible for this lady to have been killed by the vampire in her home. But the fact is, she died in the hut, so what exactly could have happened? Isn't there anything peculiar that could have allowed the vampire to kill her from outside? The truth is, the exact spot of death is at the ledge of a window in her hut. Could it be that she opened the window to take a look outside, only to be bitten by the vampire from outside? Well, given that she was most certainly in a state of fright upon encountering the vampire, she would have opened the window and exposed herself by looking out of it. No. Come to think of it, though, I've heard speculations about the vampire casting a hypnotic spell on her. So perhaps she opened the window because of that? No, that couldn't be the case either. Even with careful planning, vampires are at best, able to use a basic mind control skill. They aren't capable of using high-level and highly efficient hypnotic spell. But if that's so, then how in the world was she killed by the vampire in her home? As you said, it's impossible for a vampire to do that. Yes, that's right. It's simply impossible. Well, this is a surprise. I didn't expect it to be such an intricate seal barrier. Who could possibly have cast it? This barrier has 4 cores, and they're inextricably intertwined. It appears this barrier targets dark beings. And if I don't destroy all the cores, I won't be able to get out of this forest. Above all, the element of this barrier is potentially lethal to me. Is this barrier specifically created to deal with me? Nah, can't be. Well, no matter. I'll just destroy the cores one at a time. That'll probably force the creator of this barrier to show up eventually. I'll start with a core close to this hill. I'll probably aim to get this done before the end of the day. About alchemy. Speak to Chaos about his residence to unlock access to alchemy. Through alchemy, you can create useful weapons, armors, and sorceries using various ingredients. You can create rare magic weapons, so head down to Chaos's residence to carry out alchemy whenever you have the time. We're gonna be doing just that. Before we end this off. Let's see, that's what your house looks like. I see that you brought something interesting, Raphael. You mean this garnet? Yes, I can sense strong mana coming from it. Let's see, with garnet and a broadsword, you can produce a much stronger weapon through alchemy. I can help you with that. Can. I didn't know you were into alchemy. In any case, I'll keep what you said in mind. Alright, I look forward to seeing interesting results in alchemy from you. Do you bring anything else of note to me as well? I'll transmute the things you bring into something more worthwhile for you. Oh, by the way, be careful when producing extremely powerful, strong equipments. They're likely to come with unexpected flaws, or you'll probably have ways to overcome them. Here, let me give you these. Use these as reference for producing equipments via alchemy. Beginner theory alchemy recipe. Alchemy recipes can be found under main menu manual. They basically tell you what kind of items you can make with certain ingredients. Magic swords contain tremendous power, but they suck up the wielder's vitality in exchange. Manage that weakness, though. You're good to use those weapons. You can create a Book of 5 rings, so long as you have 2 halves of the gram of cress. We need a broadsword and a garnet to make that. We're gonna end up making that. So, we're probably gonna sell the weapon I just bought. It's unfortunate, I forgot about that. Needed a broadsword. We're gonna sell the Shashka first so we can have the most money. I'm gonna sell the Shashka. That should give us enough money for the broadsword. Now it can be good. We're gonna make this before we end the episode off. And then I'm probably gonna record one more episode today before I stop, because I'm starting to get very hoarse. Great Ingard. Attack is 70, magic is 64, crit is 58. Fire Sorcerer's Sword surrounds the wielder with intense heat. This will start to damage Reviel, so we have to be very, very careful. It's a very, very good idea to be aware of your mana and your health at this point. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the hill across. In the next episode, we'll be continuing forward. See you guys then.